Body Bags, where horror lies.
Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm a Sunday Night Reviewer. And for this week I wanted to bring you a 2023 movie. Possibly filmed, most likely filmed in 2022. It's actually a Brad Anderson movie, and I wouldn't have guessed by the way the story unfolds. It's a little more simplistic for Brad Anderson's movies, I think. It's well, anyway, it's blood. So we follow was it Michelle Monaghan, I think the actress is. She is going through a divorce. I think the husband, is it Skeet Ulrich? I'm not sure now. I think it's Skeet Ulrich is the ex-husband, and they're kind of going through divorce courts, not particularly amicable situations. But anyway, she's some sort of nurse, and they have two kids together, and she has custody and he has visitation rights. Yeah, I think that's how it works. Anyway, they're in this like house. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, and the dog gets sick the one night. It's really weird acting the dog, and they're like, "Oh, what's going on with this thing?" And it attacks the boy, but it really attacks him, and it's like blood pumping out. It looks a quite cool effect actually, pumping out of him. So the daughter calls like an ambulance, and they get him to the hospital. And they manage to kind of like, they calm it down, kind of get him under control and stuff like that. But then a little later, he's eating food and he starts having convulsions on the floor and stuff like that. It's foaming at the mouth and things like this. You can see that like he's starting to be a bit weird. And the mum catches him, so he's on a drip, like some sort of blood transfusion, but I think giving him blood because he lost a fair amount of blood, and he's actually just drinking it straight from the bag. So when he's having this kind of fit, these convulsions, the mum kind of somehow comes to the conclusion, like how he's freaking out and how he's looking at the blood, that from what she saw that he needs it this way. So anyway, she's got like the pass to the plasma room, and she's signing it out, but she's not signing it out. She's signing it out as damage, so it gets thrown away. But obviously not. It's going to him. You know that's not going to last very long. But so that goes on for a while until she takes him home, and then she's like bringing out all this plasma all the time, all these blood bags. But obviously they pick up on that pretty soon, and they know that there's a theft going on. I'm just not sure who it is. But during all this, there is a patient that is, I think she has thyroid cancer or something, and she's dying, and she doesn't particularly befriend her, but she's helping her with the treatments and stuff like that. Of course, she hatches a plan. The son is hungry for blood. She has her blood, so she kind of traps her at her house. So she's like going to give her a lift home, and then she basically knocks her out, and she's all tied up in this chair, and she's like giving these blood transfusions but not putting really any blood back into her. She's pumping it back out, and that's like a food source for her son. Obviously not so great. So during all this, obviously the son, she's not letting him go to school and stuff like that. Old Skeet is getting his visitation rights, but he knows that something's a bit fishy. The daughter actually finds what's going on as well, but then the mum explains. She goes down into the basement where she's got this woman tied up. But the mum kind of like pulls her around eventually and explains it's keeping her brother alive. But then she can see the brother's changing. He's becoming evil, kind of, sort of thing. And then obviously he's not going to school and that. She's very nonchalant about answering the school. So child services come along. And yeah, they want to take the kid away. But he needs his blood. He needs his feeding. He needs it more and more. She was giving it herself at one point. Yeah, so we know it's going bad. Skeet has new girlfriends. They have a new baby in the house, and the sister's like, no, we can't be here. We can't be here. But a little earlier in the film, so she goes kind of wandering and she finds this very weird tree with some evil inside. It's never really explained. And she thinks that can maybe fix him. So she gets the bike, which is at Dad's house, and they ride to this tree. Well, obviously, the custody rights are all changing and stuff like that. And he's like, shit, where are the kids? They've gone to their mum. So they go to her. And no, they're not with her. So they go looking for her. Yeah, I think the turning point of when you see him getting really bad, the brother, is when the woman who's the blood bank for him, she escapes and she falls and lands her neck on some barbed wire. And when the mom finds him, he's basically just sucking the blood out. It's just like a vampire or something like that. He's just gulping away. And yeah, that's a bit where it's like, well, there's no turning back from that, is there? And yeah, so the sister is trying to take him to this tree, and yeah, he's turning, and he basically can't control it. It's this hunger which takes over, and yeah, he's trying to attack her. But like when old Skeet came looking for them, she realised where they might be, so she runs off to kind of find them. And yeah, I won't kind of give everything away towards the movie, but that's kind of basically it. Kind of a run through on it. Like I said, for a Brad Anderson movie, it's kind of a bit disappointing. It's very simplistic, and the things which aren't simplistic, it's like, oh, what's with this tree? It's never explained, unless I just missed it. Somehow just skipped by making a coffee or something at that point. I just missed that bit. But you didn't have like the finesse of Brad Anderson movies as well. It didn't have, I mean, there should have been more tension with the scenes of what there was. I mean, the acting was okay. There's nothing special. The kid is a little weak. I mean, but he wasn't that bad, the acting. The directing wasn't bad. It's just a bit of an average movie, really. Above average movie. It was entertaining, but it's not one I'm ever going to need to own or watch again. Yeah, it is worth a watch, especially if you're into kind of like these. Oh, yeah, it's kind of like a transformation movie, but yeah, it's kind of. It's very basically like an infected movie. You think of Rabid or something like that, or it's not quite a zombie, but there's physical manifestations of him changing, a bit like Gollum, kind of sort of thing, changing at some point. But anyway, I think that's enough. That's the end of the review. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you're doing a 2023 list, check it out. If you like Brad Anderson, you're probably going to be disappointed, but if you're a loose end one night, I think this was a Netflix movie. Yeah, it's worth a watch. You should enjoy it to a point. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next week. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.